Toga! 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 Line 'em up. Line 'em up. Wanna play flip card.
Popular forms of media misrepresent what Greek life organizations do and have a negative slant on the ideals that they live by, which, on a whole, is incorrect. Over the last 50 years, there have been a lot of negative stereotypes applied to Greek life in general.
When I was a pledge, I didn't do shit. I can assure you that we have a no hazing policy.
Time to get hazed, pussies!
The girls in pearls and guys in ties stereotype doesn't wholeheartedly fit the Greek community. These stereotypes are actively trying to be abolished, but cannot because of film, music, TFM, news, merchandise, and cell phone apps. Due to the stereotypes, many parents do not want their children joining these organizations.
So not frat. You think if I throw up, I'll be able to drink more? Why would I use condoms? Plan B is what, like $50?
We asked the parent their opinion on it.
My initial reaction was, oh my, let's see where this goes, because all you hear are parties and concern of him making wrong decisions and getting wrapped up with the wrong crowd. That was my first reaction was that end of it more than the positive end of it. Well, the only media things I've really seen of Greek organizations were through Hollywood movies, and all you again see is the party and the getting in trouble with the media and the negative things as far as the law goes. So that was my first opinion.
It seems the news is only focused on the negative aspects of Greek life, such as drinking, overdose, or death. Achievements made possible by the organizations are often overlooked because of the standing reputation of Greek life. On average, 1,400 college students die per year. According to a recent report by Bloomington News, 59 students died in incidents involving fraternities since 2005, 10 of them in 2012 alone. The overall effect has led many to stray away from finding their place or meaning within the Greek world because of the reputation. Going Greek is a great opportunity for growth, friendship, and self-improvement.
My name is Nathan Powell, and I am a senior at Ball State. TFM came around a couple years ago. I think it was around 2010 is when the first time I saw it. There are a lot of bad things on that website. Like, one example of things that I've seen on the website that I know that people do because of the website, because they've seen it on there, is chasing Addy with Natty. Natty Light and the Addy being Adderall. I've seen that posted on TFM, and I've seen people do it. And the funny thing about it is I never saw anyone do it until after I saw it on TFM. I started getting into alcohol and drugs real big. I was 18 years old when I first started going to fraternity life, to Greek life. And I don't blame Greek life for this, it's on me. But my naive self, combined with these images that I was seeing on TFM, it was made clear to me that you're only as valuable as much alcohol as you can handle one night. So instead of drinking in moderation and drinking responsibly and, trying to be a responsible individual consuming all these substances, it would be a challenge to see how much I could drink. It was a badge of honor to be able to drink the most out of anyone in a single night, with case races and beer pong tournaments and beer Olympics and all the other things. It's literally supposed to be this badge of honor, at least that's what it appeared to me. That if you can drink more than anybody else, then you have some sort of worth. And so I would go out and I would purposely try to get as messed up as I possibly could on, and then it just spiraled down from booze to weed, and then from weed to anything else I could get my hands on. I've been messed up for like the past 4 years, and it's all because I thought that's what I was supposed to do, to be a frat dude. It was just an awful spiral that eventually led me to rehab. So
First, let's look at some of the positives that people might not know about. Since 1825, all but 3 U.S. presidents have been members of a fraternity. 85% of Fortune 500 executives were part of Greek life. The first female astronaut was Greek, as was the first female senator. And college graduation rates are 20% higher among Greeks rather than non-Greeks.
One of my friends, actually, who was a SIGEP over at IU in the 70s, he talked to me about Greek life and told me all the benefits about it. So it really interested me, and I came over here with, I had some friends over here to start with, so I came over here, and then I just stayed. Cinema and all the media has really put Greek life down. I feel like a lot of stuff that they show, like, it doesn't really happen in most chapters around the country. Well, originally I thought Greek life was pretty much a big party, but now that I got here, it's like so much more. Like, we do so much for the community, so much for each other, and it's really just a big family.
Hazing is an issue in Greek organizations, but often occurs in other organizations, such as the military, athletics, and the workplace. A lot of these stereotypes are kept strong because of TotalFratMove.com. This website promotes heavy drinking and hazing, even though national headquarters of fraternities try to fight everything they say. The website portrays a certain stereotype through dress, drinking, and has even created a phone app so fraternities can keep track of their pledges via cell phone.
TFM is a website, first of all, that is very Greek specific, and what it is basically just kind of like a Greek blog. I have no other way to explain it. But when it first started out, it was funny because the blog posts that would be posted on this website were just ridiculous statements. But they were supposed to be ridiculous statements to perpetuate the typical frat stereotype. And it was funny. But the thing about it is the stories that they would post on these blogs were things that didn't actually happen in real life. And that's what made it funny, was that they were stories that were completely make-believe. But the more popular that the website became, the more that those over-the-top stories started to become a little more realistic. And instead of being over-the-top stories, they ended up just being like guidelines of how a frat guy is supposed to act. And these stories that posted up on the blogs were actually things that people were doing. It's supposed to be funny, but at the same time, you don't know who's reading this type of stuff. I know for a fact that kids in high school who don't know anything about Greek life or college in general are reading these posts, and they don't get that they're supposed to be funny, and they don't get that they're supposed to be an exaggeration of fraternity life or Greek life. They read these posts on this website, and I know that a lot of them, they think it's funny, but at the same time they think it's real. When I first saw TFM, it was supposed to be funny, and then eventually it gave examples of how you were supposed to dress. Like, you're supposed to wear polo and Lacoste and Vidya Vine. So I started investing in that, and in pastel colored shorts. Started dressing like a stereotypical frat douche. You'll probably have to edit that.
Animal House was an exaggeration, but not completely inaccurate. A 2002 study by the Higher Education Center for Alcohol and Other Drug Prevention found that fraternities and sororities were among the groups that fostered a culture of drinking on college campuses. Such songs such as I Love College and Sorority Girl play off these stereotypes. But all stereotypes have grains of truth, but do not apply to the whole. As part of the college lifestyle, drinking occurs outside and inside Greek and non-Greek organizations equally. The media has exploited Greek life drinking habits because it is a good avenue to tell stories. One can check an organization's commitment to studies by looking at a fraternity or sorority's website and finding grade records of the last 3 years. One overlooked aspect of Greek life is grade qualifications. To stay in an organization, you have to maintain grades.
Well, my first thought was I was a little apprehensive because you hear all the party bad negative things, but as I talked to him and I've seen that makes him responsible for his grades, and he has a group of brothers that he can depend on that make him also responsible for his grades and his actions. I think it's been a very good positive step in his college career.
As a whole, Greek organizations are a positive outlet for people to create connections to help them later in life, hold oneself accountable with school, and give great leadership opportunities to students.